Hey there, everyone. It's a chilly day out today in the middle of April. You get those cold days. But anyways, in this video, I'm going to be working on my little work truck. Now, she looks rough, but she is a work truck. She has been super dependable. But let's see, about 2 years ago, I had to do some engine work and I put an exhaust header on there and it rubbed a hole. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the factory manifold back on it. I have one sitting on the other side of the truck that I got all prepped up. I didn't want to bore you guys with that. So in this part of the video, I'm gonna go ahead and do the exhaust and a little bit of work that I can get done before I head to work. So let's get to it. Now my little work truck is a 1994 Toyota pickup. It is 4-wheel drive with a nice little lockout hubs. It has quite a bit of weight of tools in the back, so it gets used a lot. It is a 4-cylinder automatic. I am the second owner. The lady that I bought it from, local here, she bought it brand new back in 1994, and it has been a wonderful little pickup. It gets fairly decent gas mileage. I mean, I have close to probably 700-800 pounds worth of tools in the back. It's got coilover springs in the rear for the extra weight, and I get 19-20 miles to the gallon. Not too bad for an automatic and a 4-cylinder. It's got the infamous 22RE, and I love it. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Maybe. Gotta turn you sideways for a second. Like I said, she is a work truck, so she's a little filthy. And notice I got a little bit of a residual oil leak there, but the header here is leaking way down there. It's right up against where that shield's hitting. So instead of trying to weld up the little bitty thin metal, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the factory manifold back on it. It didn't make a lick of difference in performance, fuel mileage, nothing. So just gonna go back to the original. Might as well. Now that we're underneath the truck, yeah, I know I got a leak down there. My rear main seal's leaking. That's always wonderful. I'm gonna go ahead and spray down the collector bolts and nuts and hope that those break loose. They should. They haven't been on there very long. Where did my wrench go? There it is. Oh yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna cheat. Let's hope my battery's not dead. Oh, it's close. Might have to put it on charger. Yeah. You can do it! That was rough. All right, I'm gonna put this on the charger because I don't think it's even gonna try breaking loose the other one. I'm gonna move my fancy light out of the way. Don't wanna lose this. Might have to move you guys. There we go. Well, that's just gonna move out of the way. Perfect, let's move up top. Most of the hardware up here is just 12 millimeter. I don't think the EGR tube is a 10, no, that'll be a 12. So 12 and 14. This is all factory style hardware. I had to find smaller bolts. Well, I went with the header. I lied. They're bigger. Oh, that one's not. I pulled this in here just really quick. So thankfully it's not hot. Are those bigger? Those are bigger. I guess some of them are bigger. Oh yeah. Those are the aftermarket bolts that I had to find. I'm hoping that maybe once I get that EGR loose that the gasket will stay and not get torn up, because the wonderful exhaust kit did not come with an EGR gasket. Just these mount gaskets. Well, you can't see. Just the mount up here, but not for the actual tube. Let's see. Come on, hands. All right, is it loose? Indeed it is. Now let the fun begin. If I remember correct, it was not that much fun getting out of here, or getting it in here. Typical header, already leaking out of the gasket. Now, should just ever so gently come up out of here. Hey, give it. Let's take a look at this old header. Yeah, I wrapped it. No, it did not last. That was actually where it was rubbing. And it looks like it's starting to crack. But down here is where it decided to give out. And I mean, it was a loud, loud exhaust, and it was not enjoyable. I was hoping that possibly I'd be able to weld this up and put it back in, but from the looks of it, I think I'm gonna be way better off just run the factory manifold. Now I do have it sitting over here. Like I said, I cleaned it up. Didn't want to bore you guys with cleaning it up, making it look pretty. But let's see. Put it down here on the ground. This one is from a little bit of an older model than mine, so it has the O2 sensor up here. Mine is down further on the exhaust, but I cleaned it up with some high temp paint, cleaned out all the bolts for the shield, EGR. This was cracked as well, so I went ahead and put a big old fat weld on there. Don't make fun of my welding. I ran out of gas. So I'm gonna go ahead and try sliding this up here, and we'll figure out what I need to do to cut off down here, weld on an adapter to the new pipe. He likes to run a little rich. Put a brand new gasket in place. Stay. Don't look at my paint job either. It's not the best. Hey, it works. I wondered if that bracket down there was going to give me fits. That's okay. There's a bracket that holds on the exhaust pipe to the bell housing to help hold everything in place, and it's hidden. But this wasn't off this truck, of course, so it shouldn't line up. You'd think it would line up, but it doesn't. That would be too convenient if it did. Now what I plan on doing is mocking this up as close as I can, and I'm going to take a measurement of where the end of the existing tailpipe is on this new manifold, new, old, new, and I'm going to take the collector off the header and weld it onto the end of it so I can have it unbolt easily. I can bring it up here, take this off, weld it all, and not have any leaks. Well, I have to run into town real quick. I realized that I am out of argon gas for my welder. I got it somewhat set up here. Don't mind my mess, it's cleaning. But I realized I was out of gas about right there, which looks horrible. I know, please don't judge me on my welds. It'll look better once there's gas because it doesn't burn right when there's no argon. But anyhow, I am missing a bolt for my heat shield. So the place where I go get my gas, it has hardware there as well. So instead of putting all halfway together, I'm gonna put it all together correctly. And I gotta figure out which truck I'm gonna take. I'll see you guys in a minute. Got it! Now this side I'm gonna tap down. It had a little bit of a gap. I couldn't find the right adapter that went from this 2.5 to an inch. No, sorry. Yes, this is 2 inch on the outside. So I couldn't find one that anybody had in stock. So I'm just gonna make it work. This is a work truck, so it'll be fine. All right, going back in with it. Again, I don't claim to be a welder. I just know enough to get myself in trouble. Please don't laugh, judge, or look at it too close. I'm gonna put it in here really, really fast so you can't see it. It won't leak, I promise you that. Will it look pretty? I can't promise you that. But it will be functional. New gasket. New gasket. Thank you. Getting everything put in place. Perfect. Boy, it'd be nice having this thing quiet again. It was pretty obnoxious with that big hole in that header. I'll fire it up after we get the valve lash done because I don't want the engine being hot when I'm getting ready to adjust the valves. Well, now for the fun part. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the valve cover off and all of the stuff that's on it so I can relash the valves. It has been done before on this one. I've done it numerous times actually, but I want to make sure and get, you're supposed to do it every so often on the mileage. I can't remember exactly what the mileage is, but I know it's been a while for me. Always mark your vacuum hoses. You sure hate to have to figure out which one goes where. Feel bad, I'm supposed to be at work right now, but it's kind of hard to work if your work truck is giving you trouble. So sometimes you just have to make time and fix your own stuff. Because if you don't have a work rig, I mean, what good is it gonna do you? Be careful that you don't bend or break any of your valve or your vacuum lines. Too many vacuum lines, my goodness gracious. Now I brought a paint pen in here because some of these valves, they're low enough that you can actually go ahead and adjust them. And I usually mark the top of them whenever they're done adjusted. Boy, that one's way too loose. So is that one. So let me grab, I think it's a 12 and then a flathead. And you can't forget your feeler gauge. And of course the intake side is supposed to be 8 thousandths and the exhaust side says 12 thousandths. That's what it says on the hood. So just for fun, I'm gonna go ahead and check and see that one that I said is really loose. I'm gonna go ahead and check. See, here's the 12 thousandths. You can tell I've used it before. So which one was it? This one. Oh yeah, it's way too loose. I can still move it quite a bit. Let me move you guys over here to this side. I'm gonna go ahead and check this one first, since it's down pretty low. Find the 12 thousandths. It's wires. It's actually fairly tight. Better back that one off. Oh, I tightened it up too much. Perfect. That one's good. And I just marked the top of this. So that one's done. So with that one being done, I'm gonna continue on and do both the exhaust and intake. I'm not gonna bore you guys with it because I need to get this done and head straight back to work. So everything else looks pretty good. The oil's dirty. It is due for an oil change. So as soon as I get done with this, anything that gets in here, I'm gonna run it, drive it, change the oil. That'll be later. Not too much later. Now, since they're all done, I'm gonna go ahead, reassemble everything, and then we'll fire it up. All right, here we go. First start with the new exhaust. I'll leave this one closed, it buzzes. And with the valves readjusted. That's better. Oh, that's so much better. Sweet. Still has the infamous, 22 RE click lifter cap, but not too shabby. It's gonna smoke a little bit because of paint. It doesn't sound too bad. I'm gonna look underneath here and see if I can feel any leaks. Nope. We're good. Well, wonderful. I'm gonna go ahead and let this thing warm up and get ready to head to work. Late, but better late than never. Well, everyone, it's been a few weeks, maybe a month and a half since I've last worked on a little Toyota. You can tell the hood's up, it's wet, it has been raining like crazy. Well, last night after work, I was coming home and the poor little Toyota decided to start misfiring really bad. So I'm just gonna go ahead and run through these spark plugs and wires are actually kind of old. And this spark plug wire, I was checking them last night, actually broke the very end off on top of the spark plug. So that being said, I got a new set of wires, plugs, fuel filter, and some fuel additive I'm going to add in. So I'm gonna go ahead and just whip this out real quick. I mean, it's just tedious little small stuff, change spark plugs and wires. Still has that kick. I guess all we can do is go for a test ride. I know I haven't done the fuel filter yet, but I'll do that when I get back and the engine's nice and hot. And you guys will see where the fuel filter's at. It's not fun to get to. That's to the floor. Still missing terribly. I don't know if she's really missing. Oh, there we go. There's the power. I think it's fuel filter related. Now the truck has 251,000 miles, and the last time I've changed the fuel filter was back at 214,000. So I'm hoping that maybe a clogged fuel filter is the cause. Well, truck's in the shop. I hope you can hear me. It's raining again. And well, yeah. I have the truck jacked up. I'm gonna get a light. Get my cell phone to work for me, hopefully. And got it lifted up. There's this little plate that sits right here. That fuel filter is right there. How wonderful. Right above the starter. So, 2 banjo bolts, and I think, yep, one 12mm up top holding the fuel filter on. I'm gonna go ahead and get this swapped out. I'm not gonna bore it with you guys, or bore you guys with it. Tired, it's been a long day. So I'm gonna get that swapped out and hope for the best. I might have to do a fuel pressure test once I put that on if it doesn't clear up. It kind of sounds like it's starving for fuel, but we'll see. Got the old fuel filter out, the new one is just sitting here. I was pondering to see my starter back here. Every once in a while, it's been getting more and more lately, you'll have to hit the ignition, you know, turn it over 2-3 times, click, 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 and then finally start. It's kind of embarrassing. But I've had a starter sitting on my shelf for a while. Yes, it is remanufactured from O'Reilly's, but it should be just fine. Figured I'm elbows deep in this Toyota right now. I might as well just keep going. I'm gonna get the starter put on. It's loud. It's really raining, but I have the new starter and the new fuel filter in, so I won't be able to tell how good the starter sounds, but it's incredibly loud in here. Just gotta wait for the rain to stop. If it ever will. Well, here goes nothing. I did hook up the battery. Hey, not too shabby. Oh yeah, that's way better. Only way I can really test is test drive it in the morning. So I'm going to reorganize my box, unload stuff I don't need, and I need to do some serious cleaning in here. That's filthy. Work truck life. All right, everyone, it's been about a week and a half since I last touched the little Toyota. I went ahead and put an extra part on there. I did an ignition coil. It helped it get over 35 miles an hour. It stopped it from spit and sputtering. But there's one teensy little thing that I figured out how to make this work truck a whole lot better. I'm gonna show you. Pop the hood real quick. Possibly. Where'd the little thing go? Here. Well, isn't that quite the upgrade? Now, just so everyone knows, I did not give up on the Toyota, but I did need a bigger work truck. But this is the new and improved 2017 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD. It's got the 6.0 in it and 4-wheel drive. I'm super excited. Now it's got a little bit of, little dings, little dents here. It's a work truck. What do you expect? But it's beautiful. Now I met this guy, well, through Facebook Marketplace is where I found the truck, but he's a YouTuber as well. I'll put his video in the link below. That this was a Copart truck. Now, I'm not ashamed of that by any means. This guy did a great job on it. He had to repair fender, door, cab, rocker area. It was crunched up pretty good right here, but it wasn't bad. I mean, he did a really, really good job. He upgraded the mirrors. The bed was already on it, which I'm super excited about because I can put some tools in here. Got a few here and there. All the good jazz. But yes, super excited. 4-wheel drive. I'm going to get a vise put back here on one side or the other. I'm going to upgrade the lights. I got a whole bunch of upgrades I'm going to do to it. So that's going to be in the next video because I'm not going to give away all the good fun stuff in one video. I got to at least make 2 out of it anyhow. But it needs a little bit of suspension work in the front, steering. Let's see, the catalytic converters are, well, the computer says that they need to go. And so I'll replace those. Get it tuned, only for the rear O2 stuff. And just do a little maintenance here and there. It's gonna be fun. I've already got it set up for work, as you guys can tell the tools in the back. I bought it about a week ago. I mean, it's gonna be a few days after that whenever I get this video uploaded, but of course we got home from picking it up, which was about 3.5 hours away from where we live, and we got home about 11 o'clock at night. First thing in the morning, 5:30, 6 o'clock, got the truck loaded up and headed straight to work. So I'm excited about it. It's done great so far. I've already put close to almost 700 miles on it since I bought it in about a week. So yep, I'm excited. So I appreciate you guys for watching, and there's gonna be more videos of this coming up of just maintenance, upgrades, lights, all that fun jazz. So stay tuned. Hope to see you guys there, and please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.
Okay, let's go.